So here you are, standing on the edge of what could be your breakthrough. You've come through the fire, you've survived the silence, you've endured the storm, and you're still standing, maybe not unshaken, maybe not untouched, but you're still standing. The universe isn't cruel, it isn't random, it's deeply intentional, and if you're hearing this right now, it's not an accident, it's a message, one final whisper from the divine that says, don't quit before the shift. Yes, this is a test, but not the kind that punishes. It's a test that reveals, it's revealing what you believe, what you carry, what you're made of. It's not asking you to be perfect, it's asking you to be ready, ready to stop begging for scraps, ready to stop apologizing for dreaming bigger, ready to stop dimming your light because others are still afraid of their own, ready to stop thinking you're stuck when you're actually just being shaped. The reason this feels like pressure is because you're birthing a new version of you. A version that doesn't flinch when the bills come, a version that doesn't negotiate with fear, a version that finally understands that wealth was never outside of you, it was always waiting for you to rise into the person who could hold it. So take this final test with your head high, move like someone who already knows what's coming, speak like someone who trusts the unseen, act like the version of you who already lives in overflow, because the moment you do, the universe moves, the energy shifts, the doors unlock, the weight lifts, and what you've been waiting for begins to find you not because you forced it, but because you finally became aligned with it. This is your moment, pass the test, change your life and never be the same again. There are moments in life that feel like complete standstills. You've done the work, you've made the sacrifices, you've said the affirmations. You've stayed awake with a racing heart, praying silently that something, anything would shift. You've watched others rise while you stayed stuck in cycles of almost. You've questioned yourself. You've questioned God. You've questioned your path. But what if I told you, this isn't the end? It's the test before the turning point, and it's not a punishment. It's a preparation. The universe does not test you to see if you'll fail. It tests you to see if you're finally ready for the life you say you want, because what you're asking for, the financial abundance, the freedom, the peace, the power, it's not small, and you can't carry something big with a version of you that's still thinking small. This is the final test, not the first, not the warm-up, the final, and the test is simple, but not easy. Will you hold your faith when your reality looks like the opposite of your prayers? Will you stay aligned when everything around you feels uncertain? Will you still walk like it's already yours even when your bank balance whispers otherwise? This moment, this pressure, this silence, this resistance is not random, it's divine. It's the sacred space between old and new, between former and future, between survival and overflow, and it's asking you one thing. Who are you when nothing's working but you know something's coming? Because most people quit in this exact space. They think delay means denial, they mistake resistance for rejection, they collapse under the weight of the unknown, just inches away from everything shifting. Don't be most people, this isn't the time to shrink. It's the time to stretch, stretch your belief, stretch your capacity, stretch your energy, because what's coming is going to require a different version of you, a more powerful version, a more responsible version, a more healed version. This is why the universe is quiet. It's watching, not in judgment but in deep cosmic care. It's giving you space to rise into your next level, not drag your old habits into your new life. It's not about more hustle. It's not about doing more or running faster. It's about becoming more centered, more grounded, more trusting. So when you wake up tomorrow and the breakthrough hasn't come yet, act like it already has. Speak gratitude for the money that's on its way. Make decisions like someone who is already supported. Smile at your reflection like someone who knows the universe is rearranging everything behind the scenes. Because this is the test, and every time you respond with trust instead of fear, you pass a part of it. You're not stuck, you're standing in a divine pause, a holy transition, and the deeper your peace in the pause, the faster your shift. You're not just attracting money, you're becoming someone who knows how to keep it, grow it, share it, lead with it, serve with it. This is your financial test, yes, but it's also your energetic graduation. Your soul is evolving, your mindset is maturing, your future is unfolding. Don't let this moment break you, let it build you. Let it teach you that you don't have to see it to believe it, that you don't need proof to know it's yours. That you are already becoming the person your future self will be proud of. The universe isn't holding anything back from you. It's just waiting for you to align with the truth, that you are no longer who you were, that you don't chase any more you attract, that your energy is your currency and it is becoming richer every day. So breathe, release, stand tall. You're not failing, you're passing through. You're not forgotten. You're being refined. This is the final test, and everything changes after this. There's something about midnight, something powerful, something sacred. It's not just the end of one day and the beginning of another. It's the moment the universe whispers to the souls who are awake, the ones who are listening, not just with their ears, but with their spirit. If you're hearing this before midnight, this message isn't just for you. It's about you. You're not here by mistake. You didn't randomly click on this. You were pulled because your spirit already knows what your mind is about to understand. A massive wealth shift is already in motion. You might not see it yet. Your bank account might say otherwise. Your circumstances may not reflect it. But deep inside, something is stirring. A new frequency is being activated, and you can feel it. That restless energy, that quiet inner voice saying, it's coming, everything is about to change. But here's the part no one talks about. Before a wealth shift happens around you, it must happen within you. This shift isn't just about receiving money. It's about releasing the old version of you, the version that survived but didn't thrive, the version that settled, that tolerated just enough, that believed things had to be hard. And here's what's wild. The universe will always test your alignment before it rewards your request. That means you might feel like everything is falling apart right before it all falls together. You'll feel the pressure, the resistance, the silence. You'll question if you're making it all up in your head. You'll wonder why you're not further ahead, why others are winning while you're still waiting. But you must understand, waiting is not wasting. The delay is part of the design. The universe is preparing you, stretching you, training you to hold the abundance you've asked for, not just emotionally, but energetically. Because if you don't shift within, you'll sabotage what's coming. You'll undercharge for your gift. You'll spend from fear. You'll chase instead of attract. This is why midnight is important. Midnight is symbolic. It's the line between who you were and who you are becoming. It's the sacred doorway between lack and overflow, between fear and alignment, between survival and expansion. And as you stand at this threshold, the question is, can you let go of who you used to be to receive who you're meant to become? Because here's what's really coming to you. Unexpected financial breakthroughs, divine connections that open doors you didn't even knock on, ideas that don't just make you money, they make you purpose new standards for what you allow, attract, and expect. But you must walk into it like you believe it's already yours. Money doesn't respond to desperation. It responds to certainty, to clarity, to congruence. This is why your inner dialogue matters. This is why your energy before midnight matters. Because the thoughts you sleep with shape the life you wake up to. So before midnight, make a decision that you will no longer participate in the version of you that doubts your worth, that you will no longer live according to old stories of struggle and scarcity, that you will no longer wait for permission to receive. You are not the exception to abundance. You are the example, and if you've been stuck, stagnant, or scared, that's not your identity. That was just your environment. And environments change the moment your energy does. So speak this into your atmosphere tonight. I am aligned with wealth. I welcome overflow. I release the fear of not enough. I release the habits of self. doubt, I no longer chase, I attract with power. I walk in the frequency of financial miracles, not tomorrow, not next year, now. Because when your energy says yes, the universe says finally. So if you're still awake, still listening, still breathing through the discomfort, then you're ready. This isn't just another night. It's a turning point, and what's coming next? It's not just money, it's freedom, it's expansion, it's legacy. Right now, as you read these words, something is happening in the unseen, not in your inbox, not in your wallet, not in your bank account, but in the spiritual realm, in the energetic space where faith meets reality. Something is shifting, and you may not see it, but you felt it, that gentle nudge. That quiet whisper, that strange sense of peace even when things aren't going as planned. That's not just a coincidence. That's alignment. That's angelic activity. That's your money miracle being assembled behind the scenes. You see, there's a misconception that miracles only happen when we push harder. That breakthroughs only come when we hustle until we're breathless. That abundance is a reward for working ourselves to the bone. But spiritual wealth, true, divine provision doesn't work that way. It comes not from force, but from faith. It flows not from panic, but from peace. And when you step into that peace, when you trust the process, even when the progress seems invisible, the angels move faster. You're not alone in this. Even now, angels are working on your behalf. They're arranging divine connections, they're clearing energetic blockages, they're redirecting what you thought was rejection into better opportunities. They're whispering your name into rooms you haven't entered yet, but the real question is, are you aligned enough to receive what they're carrying toward you, because your angels don't respond to fear? They don't move when you beg, they move when you believe, when you stop obsessing over the how, and start owning the why, when you release control, surrender the timeline, and still walk with confidence. When you understand that miracles aren't forced, they're flowed into. You may be in a season right now where things feel stuck, like you're doing all the right things but nothing is shifting, like you're speaking affirmations but your heart still feels heavy. Like you're trusting, but bills are piling up and the pressure keeps rising. But let me tell you something powerful. Heaven always moves in silence before it manifests in sound. The biggest blessings come when you feel the most exhausted. The strongest financial miracles arrive right after the deepest moments of surrender. That moment where you stop trying to figure everything out and instead say, I don't know how, but I know it's already done. That's when your angels nod. That's when they speed up, because they've been waiting for you to stop fighting with fear and start flowing in faith. Your miracle is not delayed, it's in motion, and though you cannot see it yet, you're being positioned for it perfectly. Every detour was protection, every rejection was redirection, every waiting room was a classroom for your soul. You're being prepared for the level of wealth you asked for, but here's the thing, money without alignment becomes a burden. Money with spiritual grounding becomes a blessing. So your angels aren't just bringing you cash, they're bringing you clarity. They're not just delivering a check, they're delivering change. They're not just giving you more. They're helping you become more so when it comes. You're ready to keep it, grow it, and use it with power and purpose. So what do you do now while they're working? You act like it's already done. Walk into rooms with the energy of someone who knows they're covered. Make financial decisions with the discernment of someone who knows abundance is attracted, not chased. Speak words that match the life you're about to live, not the one you're leaving behind, because your angels aren't just responding to your prayers. They're responding to your posture. So hold your head high, not with ego but with awareness. You're not waiting on the miracle, you're walking with it. Every step you take in alignment accelerates what's coming. Every act of trust opens doors you didn't know existed. Every silent moment of surrender signals your readiness. You're not late, you're not lost, you're not forgotten. You are in divine timing. And right now, as you read this, your angels are working on your money miracle. So don't just hope, prepare, because what's coming isn't small, it's sacred, it's supernatural, and it's already yours. Pause for a moment, take a deep breath, let yourself feel this. You didn't just stumble across this message. You didn't find it while scrolling randomly. You didn't click it by chance. You were guided here because your spirit has been asking for a sign, and this is it. This isn't just another piece of content. It's confirmation, it's alignment, it's the universe speaking directly to you. Your bank account is about to grow, and not by accident, not by coincidence, but because your energy, your mindset, and your faith are finally syncing with the vibration of abundance. You may not even realize it yet, but you've been shifting, quietly, subtly, powerfully, every time you chose belief over bitterness, every time you acted from faith instead of fear, every time you said thank you when it felt like you had nothing left. You were sowing into your future wealth, and now the harvest is coming. But before the bank account grows, the inner account must grow first, because money is never just about numbers, it's about energy. It's about what you believe you're allowed to have, what you feel safe holding, what you think you deserve without guilt, shame, or apology. So if you've been in a season of financial frustration, hear this: you were never blocked. You were being built to hold more, built to stop settling, built to finally align with your highest receiving power. You've done more than survive, you've evolved, and the universe always rewards elevation. What's coming isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. You're stepping into a new relationship with money, one where you no longer chase, you attract, you no longer shrink, you expand, you no longer carry guilt, you receive with gratitude. This next season of your life will be financially different because you are different. You've learned to say no to what drains you. You've let go of people who were never meant to come with you. You've stopped tolerating what insults your worth. And most importantly, you've started listening to your intuition over your insecurities. And here's what you may not realize yet: your new energy is magnetic. Opportunities are being drawn to you. Clients, resources, ideas, collaborations, they're making their way toward you now. All because you finally aligned your energy with the truth. I don't have to earn my worth. I already am worthy. When you live in that truth, money doesn't just show up, it stays. Not because you begged for it, but because you became a match for it. This is why the universe led you here, to remind you that the shift has already started. Even if your current reality doesn't reflect it yet, even if your bills are still there, even if the numbers don't make sense, what matters most is your inner response to this moment, because your external life will always catch up to your internal alignment. So today, don't just expect money. Prepare for it, speak like someone who's ready, think like someone who knows their value, take steps like someone who trusts the outcome is already done. Your bank account is not growing because of luck. It's growing because your energy has shifted from lack to overflow. And here's the best part: you don't need to know how it's going to happen. You just need to hold the frequency long enough for the universe to meet you there. Because it will. The right connection will call, the unexpected deposit will hit, the overdue blessing will land, the next opportunity will feel effortless, because that's how alignment works. When you stop chasing money and start embodying abundance, the world responds. You didn't find this message, it found you, because you're ready now. And the moment you claim this truth with your words, your mindset, your energy, and your expectations, your financial reality will start to reflect it. Say it with me: I am ready, I am open, I am aligned. My bank account is growing because I am expanding. I do not fear money, I welcome it. I use it well, I respect it. I allow it to support the life I am destined to live. Your next level of wealth isn't coming. It's already on the way, and all you had to do was remember who you are. You didn't just see this video, it saw you, and it showed up in your path, not by accident, not by coincidence, and not by luck, but by divine selection. You were meant to see this, because in this exact moment, at this exact time, the universe is confirming something sacred. You've been chosen for a wealth transfer, And not just financial wealth, but energetic wealth, generational wealth, creative wealth, spiritual wealth. The kind of abundance that rewrites bloodlines and breaks cycles, the kind that shifts your legacy, not just your lifestyle. If you feel something rising in you right now, even if it doesn't make sense yet, trust it. That's your soul recognizing truth before your mind can catch up, because there's something happening beyond what your eyes can see. You might still be working hard, you might still be paying off debt. You might still feel like you're miles away from the life you imagine, but the truth is, your season of lack is coming to an end, not because you earned it, but because you aligned with it. A wealth transfer doesn't happen by effort alone, it happens through energetic eligibility. And you've been preparing for this moment far longer than you realize. Every time you gave even when you had little, every time you trusted when things didn't add up, every time you stayed faithful while watching others rise. You weren't being ignored, you were being watched, not by people but by the divine. Your consistency was not wasted, your resilience was not missed, your energy spoke louder than your words, and now, the shift is here. There is a release of overflow, a divine redistribution of wealth, and it's being placed into the hands of those who are ready, not just those who have skills, but those who have soul. Those who have integrity, those who will do something meaningful with what they receive. You're not chosen because you're perfect. You're chosen because you've proven your purpose matters more than your pride. You've done the inner work, you've upgraded your thoughts, you've made hard decisions that no one saw, you've said no to what didn't align, you've broken patterns your family lived in for generations. That's why you're here. That's why this message reached you, because the wealth transfer isn't just coming, you are the vessel for it. And this next version of your life, it won't be based on grinding harder. It will flow from receiving smarter, receiving without guilt, receiving without apology, receiving without explaining why you deserve it. You've already paid the emotional price. Now you're stepping into a new frequency, one where money comes not from struggle, but from alignment. So how do you prepare? You let go of the fear. You stop rehearsing failure in your mind. You stop clinging to stories that say, not me, not yet, maybe one day. No, this is the day. You are the one. Start speaking like someone who carries wealth. Start walking like someone who expects miracles. Start deciding like someone who's no longer living in survival mode, because you're not. You're not just chosen. You're trusted. Trusted to use wealth with wisdom. Trusted to invest it with purpose. Trusted to give, build, uplift, and transform, starting from the inside out. And no matter what's in your account right now, no matter what bills are due, no matter what history says, you have to speak this into your atmosphere. I am chosen. I am ready. I am aligned with overflow. I am walking in financial favor. I attract divine opportunities. I receive abundance without guilt. I am the wealth transfer. It begins with me. Because here's the truth. Money is not just a number. It's a message. It goes where it's trusted. It flows where it's respected, and it multiplies in the hands of the aligned. You've already done the work. You've already become the person. Now let the shift come to you. The wealth transfer is real, and if your spirit lit up reading this, that's all the confirmation you'll ever need. You're not wishing anymore. You're receiving.